Yes, hello and welcome to Souq Sports. There is no better edition than having Souq Sports on a Christmas. We are saying Merry Christmas to everyone out there, for everyone who has always and regularly logged on onto this channel to be part of this history. We say thank you and Merry Christmas. And remember, in the joy of Christmas, share. You mustn't have a million to share. That beautiful pot of rice that you cooked, share with your neighbor. My name is Chooks, John Rogers Chooks, and I'm delighted to also have another Christmas present and a Christmas colleague with me here in the studio. Welcome, the one and only Charles.
Yeah, our viewers, we'd like to thank you for joining us today on this Christmas special. We're on Souq Sports. It's a delight for us to be here.
Yes,
we're one of the very few people who still work on Christmas. And yeah, we're looking forward to the show, and thank you for joining us.
Yes, it's Christmas special, it's Souq Sports, and it promises to be very exciting and jam-packed. We hit it first. We're going straight to MLS, Major League Soccer. There has been an addition to Inter Miami. Yeah, there's a reunion. Suarez has joined Inter Miami, not just joining, and is teaming up with his old teammate at Barca, Messi, Busquets, Jordi Alba. Do you think this is going to be like one of those Barcelona days, or is just business?
Well, they are the people that brought Barcelona to the glory days, so they have been instrumental to the game or the development of Barcelona in the recent times. I mean, the past decade, when you take a picture or take a screen grab of Barcelona in their glory days, you see that you either find the face of Luis Suarez, Messi, Busquets, or Jordi Alba pulling the strings. Okay. And this is a very nice addition for the MLS League and for Inter Miami as well. Okay.
Now we are looking at the stats of Inter Miami. They have played 34 matches. Yes, they have played 34 matches. They won 9, drawn 7. Is that a good statistics?
Well, it's not in the grand scheme of things, given their position at the end of the season. Okay. In the MLS. You see that they were able to win a cup with the joining of Lionel Messi early this year. But you still see that they are still struggling when it comes to the league. I mean, Messi joining joining Inter Miami was a great addition. Okay. Let's not lie. And Busquets and Jordi Alba, you could see their impact in the games and how they were able to string together one or two moments, glory moments, and they give Inter Miami a lead or a goal, even when they are struggling or when it's deadlocked. You see that the Barcelona ex-Barcelona boys come and they, unlock the game. Okay, now let's look at that Eastern Conference. Out of 15, they are on 14th position. So are we looking at it on technicalities or business-wise? Where is Inter Miami gaining? Well, they will gain on the pitch and off the pitch because at 14. Yeah. Well, we know the league. There's no relegation. It's more or less like a standing. At the end of the season is where you finish. Is where you finish. There's no relegation. It's also a business strategy so that the major players, the major investors in the league still remains in that league and they reap the benefit from the ticket sales. But Luis Suarez joining Inter Miami at this time, they are on break right now. So Luis Suarez joining Inter Miami is a great addition. We're talking about selling of the jerseys, the more streams that you'll get, both from his countryside and those people that are interested in his work and those people that are his critics too. The critics too, they don't run away. They will just trying to see if he's going to buy somebody's ears. Yeah, if he's going to really live up to his name. He joined a club in his national where he's from, his hometown, and you could see his impact. The club where he started his career, he went there to give them a year spell, and you see that he's still banging the goals. So if it's about his quality, Luis Suarez still has it. And from the business angle, what MLS and Inter Miami stand to gain is huge because so many people will be tuning in to watch the ex-Barcelona stars. So many people will want to see the development and what he brings to the team in the long run. And yeah, it's for me, as a sport lover and a Barcelona lover, you see that. You want to see that? I want to see that. Okay, now we are seeing another remake of another movie in Inter Miami. We wish them the best. They are worth about 600 million. That's on paper. That's on paper. They've not told us the real thing before and after tax. We'll go straight to the Club World Cup. Yeah, Manchester City, they capped up this year with their first trophy. and that's the Club World Cup. No one expected them to lose, though.
Nope.
It was a good trumping. They had goals from Phil Foden, the 72nd minute. Also, there was an own goal.
Yeah,
the guys dashed them a goal in the 22nd.
I mean, they say when your opponent score for you, it goes to show you how good you are. You know, they have mesmerized them and they score for you. But that is a good one. Winning 5 trophies in 2023 alone, that's massive.
That's huge.
And that is Pep Guardiola and the signature. It goes on to show you what he adds to the team. Not just, okay, it's questionable when you say the money and the amount of budget that they have to attract this caliber of players, but you also have to look at the work, the mental and the tactics that goes into bringing this mixture of young and old together to form a brilliant team as Manchester United.
Okay, at the tournament, they won the prize money for Man City is 5 million. Yeah. For the Brazilian club is 4 million. Then for Al Ahly, our own continent, they got 2.5 million. That's good.
Al Ahly is the most successful. Well, yeah, according to record, the most successful African team. Yeah, in the world.
Now. Enyimba is coming.
Enyimba is coming. Enyimba used to be the joy and the pride of we Nigerians when it comes to club football in the continent, and now we are seeing a decline. It just goes to show you how much investment goes into Al Ahly and how the pool that they can get. Okay,
do you think Guardiola is going to retire there, or you think he's leaving or renewing a contract?
Well, there has been speculations. There have been a lot of speculations about Guardiola and the 5-year he always spends in a club. But given the success and the long-term plan that the board would have drawn with him, he still has a lot to achieve. I mean, there was the Champions League curse that they said limited him or hasn't capped his success.
You don't want to call the name of the guy that said came with the curse.
Hasn't capped his success yet at Man City, but we see that he has been able to win that Champions League trophy, and yeah, he's doing a very good job at Man City.
Okay, let's go over the matches that were played this past weekend, and those that will be coming, we'll keep it for Wednesday. Crystal Palace won, Brighton won. What do you have to say about that?
Well, Crystal Palace, Brighton won. That one, it was always a draw from the start, because you have Crystal Palace, they are short in confidence. Brighton, they are still feeling the effect, or let's say the fatigue from playing midweek in week.
Now they've seen what it looks like to play with the big boys.
The big boys, So they are still feeling the fatigue. They are still feeling the effects of playing in the midweek fixture in Europe. So yeah.
What about the shocker? Villa won, Sheffield United won. Did you expect that?
Never in my years of watching football did I expect that Sheffield United. But it goes to show you the impact of changing manager. When you have a manager change, I mean, they brought in Chris Wilder, who is a through and through Sheffield United fanboy from the days of watching Sheffield United in the stands to coaching them and leading them out of the Championship into the Premier League. I mean, calling Chris Wilder, who is rooted in the club, to come and try and spoil them out of the relegation zone, and he's doing a good job. I mean, they've picked up 4 points in 3 games.
They beat Arsenal at home. They held the big boys down at home, and they were lucky because they almost lost this match.
Yeah,
it was end game goal that gave them just 1 point. That was good. Then the match between Man City and Brentford was postponed thanks to the championship. What will you say about West Ham and Man U?
Well, it's always a tricky one, It's always a tricky one for Manchester United going to the London Stadium at West Ham, because the atmosphere is different. I mean, you are the capital. You are
saying tricky one. They were beaten.
They were.
So where is the trick there?
Manchester United always struggles against West Ham.
They've struggled in the last 8 matches.
but really, the records come to play, and this is the first time in 33 years that Manchester United would finish the year out of the top 6.
Out of the top 6.
Which
and you never can tell if they're going top 10.
I mean, we can put Chelsea and Manchester United in the same barrel now and shake them together and they will mix.
Let's leave Chelsea out of this conversation for now. Then I was expecting Everton to do something with Tottenham. What happened?
Well,
They lost their mojo or what?
Tottenham at home is a tricky fixture for any club at the moment because Ange Postecoglou is really having his players give their all for him. I mean, look at Son scoring that spectacular goal, and those players are fired up and they want to play for the manager.
Do you think Son has been living under the shadows of Harry Kane?
No.
Are you sure?
He just needed that platform to show what he's capable of.
He needed this guy to lead the way.
He needed his space, and he has shown it time and time with his national team that he's good enough to carry the burden, and he's doing that now.
Arsenal, Liverpool.
That was a game with so many controversies. I mean, the handball.
Whose handball?
Martin Odegaard. That was a handball for me, and that was a penalty. That was a pen any day. Because they were telling us that he slipped, and so his arm was pulling back into his body. But look at the movement on the arm. It's more or less like bringing the ball to himself. So for me, it's a penalty.
Okay.
Regardless of the slip, because if it happened any other place outside the box 18, it's a foul, and a slip has never adjudicated the ruling or whatever.
Okay.
Or, you get me?
I'm trying to get you, but it's my club. I'm still trying to get you. Yes, next, Nottingham Forest Bournemouth. What happened to Forest?
Well, Forest is they are being clogged by the tree.
But they just got a new coach.
Well, it takes time. But yeah,
like a welcome beating.
Yeah, Nottingham Forest have not been scoring as they used to in the Championship, and the new coach is spoiling them. But Bournemouth is also a team on form. Yeah, Bournemouth is also a team on form, and you can't take it. That was a very exciting fixture.
They beat Man U.
Yeah.
So as long as you beat Man U, they're on form. Okay, thank you. Let's go to Serie A.
All right.
Major good things have been happening in Serie A, and people are looking forward to it. Before we get down there, we will go on a break. Before then, remember it is still Christmas. Remember, you can still bring up your products here, bring up your brands here, and we'll push it across the globe. We love you. It's Christmas. Merry Christmas. We're coming back from the break.
Hi, I'm Blessing Daiche, anchor and exchange on Souq News. The beautiful season is here again.
I smell Christmas. Wow.
Ta-da! It's Christmas.
Christmas is a holiday where we celebrate the birth of Christ. It is a super celebration where we share love and many cheers.
Christmas, a time to make merry and show love.
Spend time. Go out there and spend time with your family and friends and loved ones. I mean, you don't get it every time.
Get to get to see the family.
She's so excited.
I can't wait to have my plate of rice and chicken.
We
Merry Christmas. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of our heart.
I am Lady Santa. Merry Christmas.
I'm Adesiwa Iramasele. I'm a presenter and anchor right here on Souq News. And I'm wishing you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Merry Christmas. Have fun.
I am Osama Zaida Hosa, Femi Watch Limited owner of Souq News and Watch Radio. Wishing you a very wonderful Christmas. Christmas represents the incarnation of God, becoming man and showing us the greatest of love. It's a season to love one another. Show love to a brother out there and let the love move around.
Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year!
I'm okay.
My name is Raymond Bola Brown.
Hi, my name is Fred Amata, and you are on to Souq News.
If you are watching this channel for the first time, make sure you continue to watch it because this is Souq News.
Shout out to Souq News. Actually, I don't know. I really enjoyed the little moments I spent with you, and I think with more of this.
Souq News. Here's the Souq News who had the courage to transcend a locked off camera and actually have a conversation with a human being. It's a pleasure, Souq News. Thank you very much.
Yes, welcome back to Souq Sports. My name is Chooks and I still have Charles here. We're going straight to Serie A. Yeah, Sassuolo lost to Genoa at home by 2-1. What were they expecting? What were they thinking?
Well, Sassuolo is a team that I like to watch because of the amount of black players they have in their squad.
Yes.
Yeah, it really goes to show you how much inclusivity Serie A is trying to, foster, because they have these issues of racism. But that aside, I didn't see this
scoreline coming
actually, because Sassuolo at home, they show the big boys as it's their home. So losing to Genoa, never saw it coming.
Okay, what about Empoli Lazio? Did you see that coming?
Yeah, of
yes,
course.
Lazio has been hot
though,
but beating Empoli 2-0 at home.
Well, the game is the game. the outcome comes as it seems,
It was more of all the home sides losing at Serie A. Fiorentina also went to Monza and beat them 1. That's, well, I expected that. Then Milan drew with Salernitana.
I never expected this, because Milan was a team firing off cylinder. They gave it their all, but you could also attribute it to fatigue, because midweek fixtures, Champions League, traveling to as far as coming to UK, it's a lot mentally. And imagine them actually adding the European Super League. Look at the players struggling at Christmas.
Okay, then let's go to Bologna and Atalanta.
Atalanta is a two-way thing. The both of them are almost on the same level when you put them side by side. So, wow, that was a nice game to watch.
But Atlanta lost. Then there's this particular game I was looking forward to, but it didn't end the way I expected it, and that was Torino Udinese. Another away win.
No, it's actually a draw, I think.
Okay, yeah, they played the draw, but I was expecting the guys to win.
Yeah, Udinese scores first, and they have also an exciting young group of players that can, show what they can bring to the game.
Yeah, then Inter won at home. They beat Lecce by 2-0. Same thing, Verona won at home too. They beat Cagliari by 2-0 too. Then the one I did not expect was Roma-Napoli.
Well, I think Jose Mourinho said that he has a score to settle with Napoli. They came out runaway champions last year, and I think he hurt Mourinho's ego. So he's taking it personal with them. You can see his one-on-one with Cavacelia, and you can see that it was a heated game, and that resulted into 2 red cards. Osimhen taking 1, but
why?
It was a great game.
Why did Osimhen get that red card?
Well, it's the game.
But actually he did not put his foot up against the guy. It was just a clash.
It was a clash, but you can't expose your boots as high as it did.
It was just it was not even more of the boot, and the guy was not even facing the goal. They were both returning for the ball. It was just a clash.
The rules state that once you expose your boots higher, it's a dangerous play, and once it leads to a dangerous play, it can lead to injury.
So he just gave the young man a yellow.
Once your boot is exposed at the player, the player in the receiving end stands a risk of
Okay, so Roma ran away with that one, 2-0, and Lukaku showed himself. Bullying everybody bullyable.
At the onset of the game, or the build-up to the game, there were speculations of Lukaku not being fit enough for the game, being ill. But I think it's Mourinho tactics to, make the game mind games, and it worked out for him at the end. Okay,
congratulations to Roma, and hey, Napoli, you guys should sit up. Now we are going to some other game that they throw things. If you know you're good at target practice, we're looking at that. The World Darts Championship is what we are looking at. And Nathan Espinal and Josh Rock suffered a shock early exit at the Alexandra Palace. That's where the World Darts Championship is being held. Yes, now the championship ran all the way until the final is ending on January 3rd. Yeah. And Ricky Evans produced the upset of the World Darts Championship by crushing world match play champion Nathan Aspinall. He beat the guy in 3 straight sets on Saturday night. Evans also averaged a close to 100 in annihilating. It was full beating. It was fun. I wish them the best. I wish them the best. Now, even the young 16-year-old boy, he also suffered a defeat.
At the end of the day, but he
started well.
He started well. You know, given the fact that he's still young, he still has his career ahead of him. It's more or less like a step in the right direction, in the grand scale of things, because being that young and competing with the best, you know, taking lessons from them, even while you know get triumphant in some games, and when they school you with the mind, because there are mind games in that sport actually, and when you play with the big boys, you learn from them and they learn from you. And for a 16-year-old, it's really insightful to see what he's doing.
Yes, to everyone out there, we wish you the best. By January 3rd, we'll tell you who won. Now we are going straight to the day of reckoning, boxing, the magic in Riyadh. Yes, Saudi Arabia has done a whole lot of magic in this last few months for boxing. And on Saturday, there was a full-packed card. All the major hitters were on that card. And now we are looking straight to Deontay Wilder and Joseph Parker. Who expected that?
After all the trash talking.
He wasn't even looking at his opponent. He was looking beyond his opponent,
aiming at the heavyweight champion.
Yeah, and Joseph Parker beat Deontay. I was looking at Deontay's picture and I was saying, how did you get here?
It was a humbling experience.
How did you get here?
Because we were speaking about Deontay and his manner of speaking, or his approach towards the build-up of fights, and how he talks and how he flaunts his egos around. But I think this is a humbling experience for him, and I guess this is almost like a dwindling of his career now, because losing to someone like this after being up there, then losing to someone down there. I mean,
the guy is not all down there.
He's not all that down there, but you know the ranking. the ranking. Deontay Wilder's name carries,
Yes. It's money. Yes. It's not just carries weight. It's money, because he has already gone beyond this fight. He was even mentioning the guy's name in the fight. He was mentioning his fight with Anthony Joshua, meaning I'm going to floor you. Then go do the real fight.
Go against the big boys. Well,
wow. Where did all the trash talking go?
Life is not always as we expect. Well, it's a humbling experience, like I said before, and it goes to show you how much Saudi Arabia also put in this fight. I mean, it was a packed event. They spent money, obviously.
Of course, yes. And they made a whole lot of money.
Regardless of who won and who lost, the players too made a lot of money. I mean, it's business for them and for all of us too.
Yes, and the fight went the whole haul, and he won on a unanimous decision. Just clear cut. Now, win or lose, what's his name? Deontay, the bronze bomber. We didn't see the bomber that day. Just the bronze that we saw. The bronze bomber is going home with nothing less than 5 million.
Yeah.
Win or lose. For Parker, well, his money is not that much, but he's still going home with not less than 2 million. Yes. And the good thing about this is the business was well arranged. Pay-per-view was 19.99 pounds for UK, 39.99 for those in the US, and up to 49 for those in Australia. That was some fight. That same night, we also had Daniel versus Miller. Daniel Dubois beat Gerard Miller. That was a good one. This particular fight lasted, down to the 10th round.
Yeah.
Everybody knew that somebody was going to win, but nobody knew that it was going to be a last-minute KO. My fear was the guy was too muscular. I was saying, this your muscle will tire you out. Then, by the 10th round, just a few minutes to go, the guy gave my young man a beating. The referee had to step in and say,
looking at Miller and the body bag, you know that there is a lot of target practice in there to do, because there's every body jab that he needs to get there. Where does he want to block in his body? I mean, give him the side jabs and everything. But it was an interesting fight. Really dragging it down up to the 10th round. Well, congratulations to the man, the boy.
Congratulations to you. Yes, he also made a whole lot. They both made a whole lot of money, not compared to the other big boys do, but they made a lot of money. Now, coming to the fight everyone was kind of waiting for. They were waiting for this fight to judge the other fight, and that was the fight between Anthony Joshua and Ota Willing. I like this guy's focus. He just focuses on what is in front of him.
3 in 2023. That's good numbers for Joshua. I mean, we are back to seeing him in his best, throwing punches, and he's not slacking at all. You see the confidence in his strides when he makes, appearances, and when the punch that led to, or will I say the blow that led to the fall of the white man, it was really a double left jab to his face, and that took him out. The opposition corner had to throw in the white towel.
The thing is this, they knew right from round 1, they knew that, no, we've made a wrong decision. And they now stretched it round 2, round 3. By the time it got to round 5, they told themselves, if we continue like this, this young man is going to spend Christmas and New Year in the hospital. And they decided it's enough. It's enough. And they threw in the towel.
Yeah, big ups to Anthony Joshua, one of our own Nigerian blood. We're everywhere and we're shining. And it's good to see that he's getting back to his best. I mean, 3 in 3. Just the right build up he needs to boost his confidence for the fight ahead. I mean, next year he's going to face one of the.
I think he's going to face Daniel.
Okay.
They are both the major contenders right now. So he's likely going to face Daniel. Then whoever wins will now face who wins between Usyk and
the
Fury.
Gypsy King, yeah.
So that fight is also happening. That fight is also happening in Saudi. And to make this very beautiful, Anthony made that his purse is nothing less than 10 million. You are saying, wow. nothing less than 10 million. And for his next fight, it's going to be nothing less than 40. That's like, wow. That's boxing. That's good boxing for you. We at Souq want to say thank you and congratulations to you, Anthony Joshua. Keep doing us proud. Just go there and throw out the punches. And I like his focus. I keep saying it again. I like the guy is.
He's not pulling punches at the moment. He's not pulling punches. He's going all out.
Oh yes, and he's more blessed to give
than to receive.
Yeah,
I like that one.
And we are going on a break. Souq Sports. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Blessing Daiche, anchor and exchange on Souq News. The beautiful season is here again.
I smell Christmas. Wow.
Ta-da! It's Christmas.
Christmas is a holiday where we celebrate the birth of Christ. It is a super celebration where we share love and many cheers.
Christmas, a time to make merry and show love.
Spend time. Go out there and spend time with your family and friends and loved ones. I mean, you don't get it every time.
Yes, get to see my family.
She's so excited.
I can't wait to have my plate of rice and chicken. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of our heart.
I am Lady Santa. Merry Christmas.
I'm Adesiwa Iramasele. I'm a presenter and anchor right here on Souq News. And I'm wishing you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Merry Christmas. Have fun.
I am Osama Zaida Hossa, Femi Watch Limited owner of Souq News and Watch Radio. Wishing you a very wonderful Christmas. Christmas represent the incarnation of God, becoming man and showing us the greatest of love. It's a season to love one another. Show love to a brother out there and let the love move around.
Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year!
My name is Olatunji Shoti Miri. I'm a performing artist and television radio presenter and a university lecturer, Unilag. Keep watching Souq News.
Hello everyone, my name is Kenny Black, Africa's finest music comedian, and you're watching Souq News. If you're not watching Souq News, I pity you, but keep watching Souq News.
Hello everyone, my name is Timmy Dakolo, and you're watching Souq News. Stay tuned.
Hi, my name is Wisdom Oluwaseun Okoko, co-founder Orbit Africa Properties. I'm live at Souq News. Guys, keep watching Souq News for everything that concerns business, economy, politics, news. Souq News is your station.
Hi, I'm Blessing Daiche, Anchor and Exchange on Souq News. The beautiful season is here again.
I smell Christmas. Wow.
Ta-da! It's Christmas.
Christmas is a holiday where we celebrate the birth of Christ. It is a super celebration where we share love and many cheers.
Christmas, a time to make merry and show love.
Spend time. Go out there and spend time with your family and friends and loved ones. I mean, you don't get it every time.
Let's get to the family.
She's so excited.
I can't wait to have my plate of rice and chicken.
We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of our heart.
I am Lady Santa. Merry Christmas.
I'm Adesua Iramasele. I'm a presenter and anchor right here on Souq News. And I'm wishing you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Merry Christmas. Have fun.
I am Osama Zaida Hosa, Femi Watch Limited owner of Souq News and Watch Radio. Wishing you a very wonderful Christmas. Christmas represents the incarnation of God, becoming man and showing us the greatest of love. It's a season to love one another. Show love to a brother out there and let the love move around.
Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year!
Yes, welcome back to Souq Sports, and we're still live on Souq News. Merry Christmas. We're heading straight to cricket. Let's talk about the history. Yeah, India beat Australia in the women's test for the first time as they back up win over England with 8 wickets triumph. That's the first time it has ever happened. The Indian women defeated Australia, and I'm sure they are basking in the euphoria at home. It's good, it's good. So now let's go to the main gist of this particular segment. We're looking at straight transfer market. What is happening? Who is moving who? Where is the money going? Who is taking in?
Yeah.
Who is offloading?
And
who has the money to spend?
Here at Souq News, we track the money.
Yeah, we track the money.
We
track the money. And who are the pretenders that always pretend that they want to buy? At the end of the day, they'll spoil the market for other people.
Oh, no.
And who are those that will come after you finish pricing? They'll go behind you and put money and buy it.
Chelsea. We are calling names. It's Christmas.
And who are those that won't even look at your face? They'll just go bombard your transfer and just pick the player and arrange something, and you can't help it.
So we are in the transfer market.
You didn't call their name.
Well, I don't need to.
Man City and Liverpool. Yes, it's transfer market, and Victor Osimhen has just signed a new contract with Napoli until 2016. Now he's 2026. His old contract ends in 2025.
Yeah.
But the good thing is that he put in a release clause, 120 to 130 million pounds. Do you think that is high?
Well, that is high because he's an injury-prone player, but he gives you the goals and he gives you the numbers. He also had age on his side. I guess that is why. And given the fact there are so many big clubs around Europe are vying to get his signature for their side, particularly Chelsea, Manchester United, and Arsenal, who are in dire need of strikers at the moment. But I think it's smart business from Napoli, actually luring him to put pen to paper and sign a long-term deal, which obviously
2026 is it that long?
Yeah, which actually ties him to the club for
2 years.
Whoever,
2 seasons.
2 seasons is a lot. You know, a lot can happen in 2 seasons. Let's be.
But have you wondered that each time he's injured, it's either he came home to play
in Nigeria?
Yes.
Oh, well.
Twice that he's been injured. in the last season is
he's a tough player. He likes the challenges and he rides on the challenges. But we see that throughout his
strong
career,
African bones.
Yeah, throughout his career, he has faced a lot of challenges, and that has built him to kind of player he is at the moment. And you know, I think it's a good deal.
Yes, yeah, the 24-year-old signed for Napoli in 2020, yes, and he has played 95 times for the Italian Serie A champions, and he has scored 57 times. That's a very good record.
It's a very good record.
Yes. He has also scored 20 times for Nigeria in 27 appearances.
He has goals in him. He has goals in him. They just need to find him. It's just a pity that we are not utilizing him to his full potential, because
is it the club or the country? Club country.
The country, actually. We're not utilizing him as a Super Eagles would.
Okay.
To his full potential, because when you have wingers who don't look for strikers, everybody wants to cut into their right or cut into their left and swinging, you know, score a banger. When you have a out-and-out striker that can give you, you know, goals in matches. You get me? So I think we should, you know, try and use Osimhen to his full potential.
Okay. Then, yeah, Man U is looking for him. Chelsea is looking for him. Arsenal, I don't know if they are looking for him, but they're just...
Arsenal is the most team at the moment who lacks a striking force.
Okay.
To be very fair, I like
most creative in goals, but they scored the least.
Yeah, they scored the least. You look at the stats and you see that their goal attempts is high as a rocket, but
32 score one.
The goal returns are, if the goals don't come from Saka, it comes from Martin Odegaard. You see that they are lacking goals as per that signature number 9 striker that they need to get to where they want to be. Because as a team, you need a striker that can give you, you know, 20,
can just deliver
20 goals in a season.
20 goals is small.
No, I mean, yeah, it's striker that can give you double figures. Okay. 20 goals in a season in the Premier League. Okay. Let's leaving out other
let's head to Arsenal. Arsenal is looking for Ivan Toney. Do you think they will get him?
Well, given the odds, yes, because they are about to go all out for Ivan Toney. Given that he has an experience in the Premier League, the local league, which is priceless at the moment.
Okay.
Because you wouldn't want a player that is out coming maybe from Switzerland, that is not used to the Premier League. He would struggle in his first season. You need to give him time, but time is something they don't have. You get me? So getting a player or getting Ivan Toney to sign for Arsenal will be the best deal they will do in 2024. Transfer
market is opening in 7 days.
7 days, yeah.
Okay, now, Ratcliffe has taken over Man U. He just took 25% of the shares of, though the older family that everybody has been protesting still have more shares, but they allow him to run the club.
To run the sports
for now. Yeah. Yes, and the deal is worth 1.3 billion.
That's a huge amount of money. And
for 25% stake.
Yeah, Manchester United are in debt. They're in a whole lot of debt because the Glazer family, when they wanted to acquire the club, they borrowed money to buy Manchester United, and so that debt they have been trying to pay little by little, and it's amounting what do you call interest over time, over the years. So they are struggling to pay the interest, and they are acquiring more interest. So that is the problem at Manchester United. And I don't know how Ratcliffe is going to help their situation, because if he's going to be in charge of the footballing aspect, he needs to invest money. He needs maybe 3 to 4 transfer windows for it. You're going to get Manchester United firing again.
What does he need 3 windows for? Man City did it in 1 window. They should bring the money.
They have the budget. He's a businessman. Okay,
now, what of all the money United has spent in the last 3 years, have you tried accumulating it?
Yeah, because they always embark in wrong signings. I mean, look at their signings; they've not delivered as they expect. As you would compare maybe to Man City. Man City spent a whole lot in the defense, and you can see that it paid off at the end. Their goal against and goal for ratio is quite, you know, reasonable. But Manchester United has, you know, done a lot of transfer. When you value a player, when your scout values a player, say maybe 20 million, and you go and pay 70 million for a player that doesn't give you 10 goals in a season, that doesn't contribute maybe in and out of the season, is always in and out of the.
Are you talking about your club like this?
Well, Manchester United is not actually my club. I just find a liking to Manchester United.
Okay, now we're looking at Villa. Aston Villa, they are confident in getting Iheanacho.
Another Nigerian blood. I'm always happy to see Nigerians, you know, in the limelight. And Iheanacho is a striker that has proven himself in Leicester and also proven himself when it comes to the national team. He has goals in him, even though.
And his contract is winding up in a matter of months.
6 months left in his contract, and it will be a good acquisition for Aston Villa. You know, they have the likes of Diaby at the moment, and some African players that are pulling the strings for them, and an addition of a Nigerian true-born striker in Iheanacho would do them much good.
And they are not. He's not going to be expensive because his contract is almost run out.
And he's really not playing.
He's not going to resign.
And it depends on how Leicester City value him at the moment. And you could see it's questionable. How many games does he feature for them right now?
But when he does, he scores.
He scores. That's the issue.
Okay. Let's go to Newcastle. Newcastle is talking to Manchester City for Phillips.
Yeah.
Now Phillips has had, I won't say not too good a season.
Well, Pep Guardiola has not seemed to be able to put his trust in Phillips.
What was the issue? There was a falling out,
well,
and there was a statement.
Well, they
took too personal.
It doesn't have anything to do with his quality as a player. When you talk about Calvin Phillips as a player, he's a phenomenal player. I mean, with Leeds, he was firing. He was doing everything right, captaining the side to a Premier League promotion and staying in the Premier League. I mean, how many clubs?
Was his weight an issue?
His weight is for me is never an issue. Look at Ronaldo Nazário. Nobody gained weight in football like Nazário did.
Okay.
But he did pull up the goals. Calvin Phillips is a phenomenal player, and if Newcastle is able to get his pen, yeah, that's a very good addition to them.
Okay, now let's go to the name that keeps cropping up season after season in the transfer market. Mbappe and PSG.
Kylian.
How are they going to sort this, their unromantic romanticism?
For me, I feel it has been sorted, you know. Mbappe has refused to sign another deal.
Okay.
Which is, whether they come out to say it's the way it is or the way we see it, it remains to be seen. But we know where his heart lies. His heart lies in Real Madrid, and Real Madrid is the transfer he has been asking for all his life. I mean, even when Zinedine Zidane was the coach at Real Madrid, Kylian Mbappe wanted to play for Real Madrid, and it's looking like it at the moment. He has refused to sign. He has till the end of the season, till his contract runs out, and
he's staying put to run out his contract.
Yes.
Now, if you are the club, someone you bought in 2018 for $160 million plus add-on about 35-45 million add-on. That was the youngest, most expensive youngest player as of 2018. And now he wants to leave for free. If you're the club, how will you feel?
Well, I'll feel bad in the business angle, but a player said he doesn't want to. He wants to move on. You know, Real Madrid
you can move on. I will sell him.
Real Madrid actually, put money down and say 100 million is enough to buy Kylian Mbappe, but they wanted more.
The Saudis are there.
He doesn't want to play with Saudi.
Good. They can loan him to Saudi and collect the Saudi money. Saudi can now sell him to whoever they want to sell him to. That can be done.
I believe for this European, it's more than just the money.
Their
career means a lot to them.
Is it for Mbappe or the club?
For him as a person, but for the club in general, grand scheme of things, is business.
Yes,
we know, we understand. But this player's career is important to him, and if the move to Real Madrid is going to be viable at the end of the season, if he doesn't sign, it's good, fine and good. They should have accepted the deal that Real Madrid came with and the money they put on the table, but they slacked and they slouched.
If I am PSG president, I will loan him to Saudi, collect 300 million.
You're forgetting that
even if it's 2 months loan, Saudi can now sell him to wherever they want to sell him to.
Mbappe is the Prince of Paris.
He is.
And
hope you know that club is not. Hope you know the club is owing.
He won them the World Cup.
Hope you know the club is owing.
Well, he doesn't.
It's all about the Benjamins.
It's all about the money, yes, but Kylian Mbappe is a face. Do you know the amount of TV rights he gets them? Do you know the amount of shirts they get to sell for the fact that he's still in the club?
So they consider that.
They consider that, and his personality outside. I mean, the TV rights and everything just goes a long way to tell you that Kylian Mbappe is a big instrument in their locker room, and they cannot just let go of him.
Okay, so if we are looking at the money side, buying and selling, that's bad business for PSG. But if we are looking at the other side, well, they will be the ones to tell us what it looks like. We are not ending here. We'll tell you about the matches coming up tomorrow, the day after. That's for Premiership and any other one we can pull up. So hey, every Premiership club is playing on Tuesday, playing on Wednesday, and playing on Thursday. And we are going to West Ham. I'm just talking for me.
Right.
So Arsenal players, we are beating West Ham. So who is beating who?
Well, Tomorrow we have Newcastle against Nottingham Forest. That will be a spicy fixture because Newcastle have a lot to prove.
They lost.
They lost, and Nottingham
lost.
So everybody is fighting for points at this point because they want to finish. You know, where you finish at the end of December also goes a long way too. Because January fixtures, they have the AFCON that is coming up. So a lot of club side will lose their, some valuable African players. So they are trying to garner up the points at this time. And we have Bournemouth, Fulham. That game it's going to be a cracker. Feisty one because Fulham, they are coming off the back end of a loss, and their away form is phenomenal.
And Bournemouth is fit right now.
Bournemouth is also fit, and their home ground is also trying to become a fortress. I think they've won 5 in 7 at home games. So you see that they are trying to make that place a fortress for themselves. Sheffield United, who are also gathering points at the moment, is will be having Luton visit them.
Oh, that's the battle of the underdogs.
Oh, battle of the promoted sides. So there are two familiar clubs who are familiar with each other coming from the championship. We have Burnley, Liverpool. Well, we hope that
Liverpool have played 2 draws consecutively.
Yep.
So let's say if they will lose now. Okay, just go ahead.
Okay, we have Manchester United, Aston Villa. Now that's the
killer.
That's the killer. That's a Boxing Day fixture for me. Because the blows will come out. Right. We have on Wednesday, 27th of December, we have Brentford Wolves. We have Chelsea Crystal Palace, another London derby. We have Everton Manchester City.
Why are we scared of talking about Chelsea? Why?
Well, because they are an inconsistent club at the moment. Based on the lineups we see.
You just don't know what to expect.
You don't know what to expect.
You can't put your money. You cannot put your money.
And there are speculation as to say that Pochettino doesn't know his best 11 at the moment because there's always chopping and changing here. This player in this week, this player out. The only thing we are certain of is Jackson is starting, Sterling on the right, Palmer on the right. But from the midfield downwards, we are expecting a new face every match game.
Okay.
And for the last one, which I would like you to make mention of, is Arsenal and West Ham.
London you don't need to bother yourself. West Ham, you won your last match. That's good. Arsenal, we did not. So hey, let's be nice. Let's just switch roles, right?
Well, this is where we know the champions, this is where we know the club that will be champions. If you can win these matches, this is title decider game.
Did we beat Man City?
You did.
Good. So West Ham, you're going down. Right. Yes, I want to say thank you very much for being there, staying tuned and locked on and watching us from beginning to the end. We are so grateful. Once again, I want to say Merry Christmas to every one of you and your family. We pray that the blessings of the Lord will be upon you mightily. And for everyone out there that has traveled, remember there is January. Yes, like there is January. And the salary that was paid is supposed to take you till the end of January. So hey, spend wisely. To every technical person, our directors, our cameramen, we want to say thank you very much. Thank you to Lakon that was on the prompter. Thank you to our producer Kelvin. Thank you to Tokwe that had made sure that everything is working perfectly. Thank you to Austin, and thank you to every other person that we can't mention their names. I've made sure this show is live and good. You call your name by yourself, for yourself. My name is John Rogers Chooks. Merry Christmas. He's still here.
Well, Merry Christmas to everyone. We'll be back on Wednesday. When you eat, know where you eat, know what you eat. We'll be back on Wednesday, and we are signing out as Sports Business, Souq Sports. See you later.
Bye.